To interact with the Shopify API, the first step is setting up a custom application inside your Shopify admin panel. Navigate to the Settings section, then choose Apps and Sales Channels. From there, click the Develop Apps button. If you do not see this option immediately, you may need to enable custom app development first by going to the User and Permissions area. Once you start creating a new app, give it a descriptive name and assign the specific admin API access scopes your project requires. Think carefully about which data you need, such as read orders or write products, and turn off any scopes you will not be using to keep your store secure. After saving your app, you will see the crucial API credentials. Keep this tab open because you will not be able to see the admin API access token again after you leave the page. You will use this token to authenticate every request. For a standard private integration, you include the Shopify Access Token as a request header. In your HTTP client, the header is called X Shopify Access Token, and the value is the token you just generated. If you are building a public app that installs on multiple stores, you will need to implement OAuth, which involves requesting authorization from the merchant and exchanging a code for a permanent access token. Now you need to know the specific endpoint format to reach a store resource. Every Shopify store has a unique subdomain, formatted as your -store-name.myshopify.com. The base URL for the admin API always follows this pattern: https://yourstorename.myshopify.com/admin/API. You must also specify the API version date. It is critical to use a dated version, like 2024-01 or 2024-04, to prevent breaking changes from affecting your integration. An example of a full URL to retrieve product data would look like https://myshopify.com/admin/API/2024-01/products.json. Finally, you can test your connection using a tool like Postman or curl. Set the X Shopify Access Token header and send a GET request to the endpoint we just constructed. If the authorization is correct, you will receive a JSON response containing the data from your store. A common mistake is forgetting to include the .json suffix on your endpoint, which is required for REST requests. Remember that Shopify imposes rate limits, so structure your logic to respect the leaky bucket algorithm they use, which allows a burst rate of around 40 requests per second. For complex data needs, consider using the GraphQL admin API, which lets you query exactly the fields you need in a single request, reducing bandwidth and improving performance.